Hey, what's up, Steeler Nation? My facial expression says it all, but I'm not going to punch a wall because we had no chance, according to the experts, at all to win this game. And as I said in my pregame video, I just wanted to see this team play a lot better. I wanted to see improvements from the disastrous Cincinnati game last week. Did I see enough improvements? No. Did I see any improvements? And I will say yes. There were plenty of improvements. And I think a huge improvement is the fact that we scored a touchdown on the very first drive. We got off to a fast start. Granted, it was a free play because a Packers defender jumped off sides, but doesn't matter. It was a touchdown, and beautiful Ben Roethlisberger connected. I believe it was a 45-yard pass to Deontay Johnson in stride for a touchdown to put us up 7-0. I mean, when was the last time this team was up 7-0? Unfortunately, that wasn't the trend going forward in this game on the offensive side of the ball. We struggled after that. A lot, just very sloppy play after that. A lot of passes that were off target from Ben Roethlisberger, and then you could also say that a lot of players, a lot of players not running the right route. So just a huge disconnection between the receivers and Ben Roethlisberger. But Ben Roethlisberger was not having a good day. There's plenty of passes in which he was just off. But as I said in the pregame video, we needed some improvements. We did get some improvements, and we got multiple improvements. Like I said, we started the game off with a touchdown. We got on the board early, 7-0 lead, and we had a 7-0 lead for a whole quarter. So the goes to show the defense played well in that first quarter to hold the Green Bay Packers scoreless. But against this Aaron Rodgers offense, they're going to eventually get going, and we needed to continue to play good on offense, play consistently, be consistent on offense with moving the chains and eating up the clock and winning the time of possession battle. We did not win that time of possession battle. We did not even come close in winning that time of possession battle. When it came to the time of possession battle, the Green Bay Packers had the ball almost 10 minutes longer than we did. We lost the time of possession battle with a time of possession of 25-19 to a time of possession of 34.41 minutes for the Green Bay Packers. And as I said in the pregame video, if we're going to have any chance at pulling off the upset at Lambeau, our offense has to be our best defense in winning the time of possession battle and winning the time of possession battle soundly. We didn't do that, and when you cannot do that against a team like Green Bay, it doesn't matter how good of a defense you have, you're very likely going to lose. But there were some pluses in this game. I thought from the Cincinnati game. I thought the O-line was a little better in this game. Najee Harris was able to get some good carries in this game. And I think that, Najee is just being Najee. Every week he's showing his potential. He's showing that he was worth drafting him in the first round. He was worth the draft. It was well worth it every single week. Don't really need to go on anymore about Najee Harris. Just the guy is just improving every week. He had 15 carries for 62 yards and 1 TD. Yeah, that TD came in garbage time. That TD came in garbage time, but it's still Najee being not Najee. The guy's gonna play until the final whistle, and I got that guy on my fantasy team, and I'm gonna keep him as a starter on my fantasy team because you're always gonna get 110% out of this guy. So he was great. Freiermuth wasn't really targeted that much in this game. I'm quite sure he did a great job blocking. I wish we could see more of Freiermuth in this game, but I guess it just wasn't the type of I guess it just wasn't that game plan with Pat Freiermuth. Or you got to give credit to the Green Bay Packers defense in not allowing Pat Freiermuth to become a factor, but he's definitely another guy that I know is going to bring it week in and week out, and he's going to be special for us as a tight end. I like the guy, and I think he's one of he has to be, in my mind, I think one of Ben's most dangerous targets. Moving on, Deontay Johnson, as I discussed before, he came back with a bang with that 45-yard touchdown reception off of a free play. Deontay Johnson, welcome back. He was the lead receiver in this game. Arguably could be the player of the game, or the player of the game. It's great to see the guy back. But like I said, there weren't enough improvements in this game, but there were improvements. I would have to say that this game was definitely, in my mind, a better performance. It's not a lot, but it was definitely a better performance than the Cincinnati game last week. But I think I look at this game as this team showed that they have a lot of potential on both sides of the ball, but they have to do a better job executing, especially on the offensive side of the ball. The O-line is making small improvements, but these guys are going to have to be turn into grown men pretty fast, or they're going to have to grow up pretty fast. And hopefully that's going to be next week against the Denver Broncos. And what I'm saying, a must-win game. A must-win game, but that's another story for another day. I'll save that for the my pregame video. But moving on, just not enough. Just simply not enough. And you have to give kudos to the Green Bay Packers. They did what they needed to do. Aaron Rodgers just being Aaron Rodgers, and that's just a very good offense. And say what you want about the Green Bay defense, is a mediocre. I would say it's a mediocre defense at best, but they were very opportunistic in this game, and they did it. They did their jobs. They did obviously play. They played good enough to win the game, and kudos to their defensive unit as well. But just like I said, it's just not enough in this game. Moving on to TJ Watt. TJ Watt had 2 sacks in this game, so the sack streak for us picks back up, and he also had 1 fumble recovery. So it's good to see. It's just good to see TJ Watt back on that field. And unfortunately for him, he couldn't come back home to his home state of Wisconsin and get that W. But I just think in general he wanted to get that W. And it's good to see him back. It was a scary moment in the game in where I think it was I think he just got rattled, but Cameron Hayward was on the turf. He missed one play, but then he came right back in. So I'm just relieved that it wasn't anything more serious, and we still have him moving forward this season. So that's a good thing right there. That there's nothing seriously wrong with Cameron Hayward. It's good that he was able to come back and finish the game for us. But that was a scary moment in the game, and man, I mean, what more can go wrong for us when it comes to injuries? Just when we get TJ Watt back, and then we got Devin Bush back last week. Now we lose Cameron Hayward. I mean, I guess you can say just isn't our season. I mean, everything is going wrong. It just isn't our season. But it's tough. It's a tough situation we're in right now, being 1-3 now. But we got to keep moving forward, man. We have to keep moving forward, and I know we have the bye week that's coming up pretty soon. It's a much needed bye week, but we have to get back up and continue to push through and hope for the best. Hopefully we can snap this losing streak, get back in the win column, and just move on from there. And I think there's plenty of things that we can build upon from this loss. I mean, the opening drive is definitely something we can look at to improve on, and go from there. That's definitely something. I mean, something we can build on was that opening drive. I mean, that's exactly how we need to start these games. It's just that we're going to have to be consistent. Ben Roethlisberger, like I said, really sloppy. He had just off target a lot in this game. I mean, I can't fault him at the end. He did force a pass that was intercepted late in the game, but it was pretty much over with then. But I think there's a huge disconnect between Ben Roethlisberger and his receivers, and that needs to be fixed fast. Also Ben Roethlisberger, he was, I think that was more of a breakdown in the offensive line. What was it? The second quarter, in which after the Packers scored a touchdown, their first touchdown of the game to make it 7-all, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers offense give the ball right back to Green Bay. There was a breakdown in the pocket in which the offensive line just got destroyed by Green Bay's defense, in which Ben was a defender, was able to strip the ball from Ben Roethlisberger, and the Packers were able to recover it. Shortly after that, they were able to score another touchdown to put themselves up 14-7. And it just seemed like we were never able to fully recover after that. Also, and this one just really hurts. Really hurts, because it could have gotten us right back in the game right before the half to put the momentum back on our side. And who knows what could have happened after that. But we were able to block a Crosby field goal, and it looked like Minkah Fitzpatrick was going to scoop it up and take it in for an easy touchdown. Unfortunately, that was called back due to an offsides penalty. And I don't want to go into the officiating, but that call was pretty that call right there, it was pretty close, man. They're saying that we went off sides, but it looked like the timing of that blitz was was perfect. It looked like the defenders went past the line of scrimmage just as the ball was hiked, but they're saying that we were offsides, but it was pretty close, man. But it's just, that was demoralizing for that that blocked field goal for a touchdown. That was just demoralizing for that to be called back. And it really took a lot out of us. It really took a lot out of ourselves. But anyways, you know, it's a tough loss. But you know, we have a lot of things that we need to fix. There were no high expectations for me. I did see some improvements, and we got to go from there, man. We have to work. We have to use these improvements from this game. We have to build upon these improvements, and in hopes to finally come away with a W and snap this losing streak. But anyway, Steeler Nation, keep your heads up. It's frustrating right now, but we got to keep moving forward, man. We got to keep rooting on our black and gold. I'll be I'm black and gold for life. Win, lose, or draw. I'll be right back next week watching the Pittsburgh Steelers. But anyways, everybody have a good week, and let's hope for the best next week. All right, bye-bye.